que lo que, mi hermanos? It is Ronan the Traveler. Look, man, I want to say this, man. That whole Eboni K thing is heating up, especially my emails. Man, I got so many emails from brothers wanting to know what I thought about it. Here's the thing, man. I dealt with these kind of chicks before, man. And they kind of beat that out of me. Look, I've dealt with, you heard me talk about the doctor I dealt with. I had a doctor, a lawyer, a principal. I don't know how many teachers. I don't know how many nurses. But the lawyer and the doctor were the worst. The doctor thought she was the smartest person on the planet. But the lawyer was bad too. She was a nice chick. But her and her mother thought they knew everything. And because, look, I went to trade school. I didn't go to a regular college. And I had to check the girl mom one time, man. You know, I got them story times. Look, we go to dinner and I'm being nice. And I'm like, hey, baby, I'm going to bring you out. You know, I'm going to bring you out to eat tonight. Let's go celebrate. She invited her mom. Her mom come in there, and the mom from the jump was kind of insulting me. Now, I understood what she meant. She was like, what school did you go to? I told her my trade school. She's like, I never heard of that school. And she was like, why didn't you just go to regular school? I said, because right now I make more money than your daughter. And I never get emotional, man, because I read a lot of stuff on Marcus Aurelius and being a Stoic. And you saw my house, a samurai sword. I learned to really be in control of my emotions. So to me, it's chess, not checkers. So while she's talking to me, I'm sword fighting back with her because I make more money than your daughter, and I don't have all those debts. And college is not for everybody. I think people who want to go should go, but you gotta have a plan, man. Watch the degrees that you're getting. So this particular chick, you know, she was a lawyer, but she had so much debt, so many things. And I had met her on a dating site, and we had been kicking it for a while, but we started to disagree on politics. Me and her thing was politics. The doctor was her son. I couldn't tell her son nothing. And with her, it was politics, because I believe us voting one way all the time is them got us in nothing. And I don't like Republicans neither, but I'm like, dude, we need to do something different. So me and her would differ on that kind of way. I was like, look, we need to come up with a plan as a group of people where we can start winning, or we getting passed up. So I realized in myself that the older I got, the more my politics changed, you know. So it's harder for me to deal with those kind of chicks. So not everybody, but she would look down on me not having a college degree. Even though she knew my financial situation, she would come to my house. I live in a flat, beautiful crib. I drive a nice car, and she knew this better stuff than what she had, better than what our family had. But in her mind, she couldn't cross that. She would always tell me too, maybe you should go back to school. Maybe you should only eat nuts. That's how I would look at it. I wasn't trying to diss her. So I understand how it is. Eboni K Williams. Dang. But guess what? That lawyer I'm talking to you about right now, guess what she is? After all this time, she's single. That doctor I talked about didn't want me to tell her son anything. Guess what she is right now? Single. Most of the women I've dated, they're still single. They're going from man to man to man to man, from dating site to dating site to dating site. And the moral of the story for you dudes is, man, you don't have to get jealous of that. All you have to do is get your passport and have an open mind. And let me tell you, the women I've dated in the DR, in Mexico, make each of the women I'm talking about look like crackheads. I wouldn't even talk to them now. That's the level of the game that is at. So your thing as a man is to work on yourself. When you're in the United States, man, you start working on your bag, get out of your emotions and get into building you know. You work on yourself. That's one thing dating coaches got right. Work on yourself, but they're trying to get you to rise to the 1%. I'm telling you, you don't have to do that. And that's where we differ, because we all in the same family. And that's why people reaching out to me on the email, because we're all in that kind of red pill space, but I'm part of the passport movement. I'm telling you, don't get mad, get your passport. While these guys telling you, well, you do these tricks, you'll be able to get them, and you can get some. Because I was born with one thing, man. My whole life, I was born with the gift of gab. I have always been able to talk to, a lawyer or a doctor, I have principles. I was born with the ability to sit there and run it with them because, I had a lot of players in my family. They taught me, and I was born with this ability to start talking to anybody. That's just how I am. But I still have had way better women outside of the United States. And I've dealt with different races, and I'm telling you, and I'm one of those guys that used to be very race loyal, but I'm telling you, man, you can find beautiful black women outside the United States. That's what I did like about Charles Tyler, pushing that. And he was one of the first brothers to push that. You can find that. And this is to you dudes that say, look, I just want a black chick. Do you know that you can go to the Mecca, Africa, you go to Brazil, you go to Dominican Republic, you can go anywhere, and they're all over. You don't have to deal with people who don't respect you, because I have met many of these chicks, man, that just don't respect blue collar guys, man. They just think they're better than them. And this is not all women. It's definitely not all black women, but it's far too many of them, man. They just thought they were better, so to you bus drivers, to you brothers on the garbage truck, I'm a blue collar guy like you. To you brothers building houses, to you plumbers, air conditioned guys, truck drivers. And look, shout out to truck drivers, man. I'm so cool with so many of them guys, man. We be having a good time in the DR. So I just want to give you brothers a shout out, man. Don't get mad. Get that passport. It's other things out there for you. You are winning. Never forget that. Remember, when you get upset, you done already lost. Never get upset. Be solution driven. To all you brothers out there grinding, man, remember, man, you're winning. I have had a lot in my life, and I have lost everything and did it again. And you can too. Just keep pushing. Let me tell you what my dad said. Let me tell you this last thing, man. This is real talk. I was thinking about this today. My dad, one time, I was about 13 years old. He pissed me off so bad. Like, we used to own this cleaning service. It was called Sunflower. So me and my dad was in a good year. We should do the floors and stuff. And I'm in there, and I was moping around. I didn't really want to do that stuff. I felt like I was too good to clean up. And my dad looked at me one day. He told me, boy, ain't nobody in this world owe you nothing, not even me. And he hurt my feelings when he said that. I think I probably teared up or something. Had that Indian tear rolling down the left side, but it was real. He said, nobody owe you nothing, not even me. He said, if you want to get something out of this world, you're going to have to take it. You're going to have to fight for it. And I thought about that today. He's right, man. So all you do is crying about what women say, man. I told you before, man, I don't give a damn what a woman thinks. I only care about what I think and building. That's what you brothers do. Embrace the brotherhood, man. We out.